everybody, it's Miss Angela here, and we are getting ready to do some math. So, you won't see my face today, but you definitely will see the worksheet that we're going to be doing, and we're going to have some fun with some of our math manipulatives, okay? The first thing I want all of my friends to do is look to see what I have in my container. It looks like I have a bunch of different animals, and I want you to think, how many animals do you think that I have in my container? All right, it does look like a lot. So we're going to go ahead and count our animals by tens. But first, I want you to think about how many animals do you think that I have in here? So you can go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and write it on your whiteboard. Okay? All right, now that you have written your answer, or you can tell your mom and dad the answer, we're going to go ahead and count how many animals we have in our container. So as you remember, it's going to take a long time to count 1, 2, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to go ahead and divide this into tens to make it easier to count, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and take this container, and I'm going to count out 10 animals in here. Ready? We can do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So how many do I have? Yeah, you're right. I have 10 animals in my container. Great job, everyone. All right, I'm going to put this container aside. We know we have 10. Now I'm going to go ahead and count how many I have left. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and that's it. I don't have any more bears in my container. So let's go ahead and count. I have 2 containers. I can find the answer in 2 ways. I can count by tens, 10, 20. Oh, I have 20 bears or 20 plastic animals. Or remember what we talked about? We have patterns. And I can say I have 1, 2 containers and add a 0. And I know that number will be 20. Great job, everyone. Let's go ahead and if you did not already complete it, we're going to go ahead and do our math worksheet, okay? But first, we're going to talk about patterns, okay? We all know what patterns look like. I'm going to go ahead and we know a pattern could be a triangle, a circle, a triangle, and a circle. Yes? All right. We know this is a pattern. But did you know we can also have patterns in numbers? We can have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, today we're also going to look at how our numbers can be patterns to help us look at some of our numbers and how they relate to each other, okay? So Miss Angela will do, and then you can do. All right, and I know some of you already did it, and it is okay. So I'm going to see if you can see all of my numbers in the frame, and I might just have to adjust it a little bit. Okay, so today we are going to go ahead and find all of the numbers that are in the tens, okay? And that have a 0 in the ones place. So we're going to go ahead and count. And I see a pattern here. We're looking for all zeros. We're not going to be looking for ones or twos or threes or sixes or eights. We're going to be looking for zeros in the ones place. And then let's go ahead and count. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. All right. After you do this, I want you to make sure you can color it or you can highlight it. And make sure you're saying all of the numbers out loud as you go from 10 to 100. Let's look at the back. It's the same thing. Let's try and count again. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. All right. Next, we're going to look at number 1. And look, we have it here, and we know we have 10 in here. And we talked earlier this week, if we already know If we have 10, do we need to count again? No, we already know that 10 is here, just like we counted out 10 bears. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Or we can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and add the 0, and it will be 60. All right. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can find some numbers. Let's look at number 1. We're going to draw a circle around the number that comes before 40 and after 20. All right. They said before 40. Oh, here is 40. And after 20, it is the number 30. Did you get that number? Great job. Now we're going to look here at our chart and look, there's a missing number right here. Let's go ahead and see if we can count. 60, blah, 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 80, 90, 100. Oh, 60, 70. If you guessed 70, you're right. Let's move on. All right, Miss Angela will do 1 for you. Okay, well, we'll do 2 together, and then I want you to do the rest by yourself, okay? We're going to go ahead and draw a circle around the missing numbers that follow the pattern 10. Okay, we already know we have 10, 20, 30, blah, 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 50, and 60. Ooh, let's go ahead and count again. 10, 20, 30, and 40, 50, and blah, 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 60, okay? You can say those out loud, and you can even play this game with your mom and dad, and they can miss a number, and you can find out what the missing tens number is, okay? Now we're going to do one more together, and I'm going to have you do at home 5 and 6, all right? So let's go ahead and count our base 10 blocks. Ready? 10, 20, 30. Great job. Another way, remember, you can write. I'm going to go ahead and get my pen so I can show my friends. You can go ahead and write 1, 2, 3, and add the 0 to get 30. Okay, I want you to do 5 and 6 by yourself. And I want you to do 7 and 8, but I'm going to show you 7 really quick in case you're doing this without your mom and dad. Okay, in number 7, it says you can count the cube trains by tens and write the decayed numbers as they count and circle the number that tells how many. Okay, now I'm just going to do 1 to show you, 10. All right, now I want you to go all the way down here and write 10, 20, 30, blah, blah, blah. After you're done counting, go ahead and circle the number. Do the same here. Now, number 9, we're going to think a little bit more critically like this. We're going to write all of our tens numbers. I'm going to help you by doing the first and last one, okay? And then I want you to do the rest by yourself. So we're going to start with counting by tens. We're going to do 1. That's the number 10. And I'm going to leave these blank. We're going to count these together, but I want you to fill in the rest at home. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. If you don't know where to look for the numbers and you don't have any help from mom and dad, okay, oh, here's the 100 right here. You can always go back to your first page and look how to write the numbers correctly from 10 to 100. All right, if you have any questions, please have mom or dad email me, okay, and I will see you all later. Have a great day and keep on counting by tens. Goodbye.